Hey everyone, it is Wednesday, August 20th, and it is about 5 p.m. in the evening. It's been a couple days since I made a video, and the very easy reason for that is because I have been homesick. Has not been fun. I definitely miss when Jacob used to be home to take care of me. But I'm getting better. I will be going back to work tomorrow. I wouldn't have actually taken today off work, but I'm a nanny, and the kids' health comes first. So me and the mom decided that it'd be best to just have another day to make sure that I don't pass anything to the kids. So it kind of sucks because I've now been home for a couple days, and it's made time go really, really, really slow. And I haven't got any mail these past few days, so again, that's made time go even slower. But I'll be back at work tomorrow, and it'll be a long day at work. I'm nannying extra hours tomorrow. On Friday, I have to go to my college and get my textbooks and my student ID, because I left that till like the absolute last day that I could possibly do that. And then I have a doctor appointment. Yay. Just a typical physical, but I hate doctors. And then after that, on Saturday, it's like no, just kidding, it's not my last day of freedom, because I'm babysitting Saturday evening. On Sunday, I'm babysitting, and then on Monday, college classes start, so yay. Okay, so quickly, I wanted to talk about, the letter turnaround, I guess you could call it. I hadn't really been able to tell how long it takes for Jacob to get my letters and then reply back to me until recently. I got this letter, crap, now I don't remember when I got it. It was like 2 days ago, so if today is the... Okay, yeah, so I got this letter that I'm about to talk about. I got it on the 18th, which was Monday the 18th. And it's postmarked, so from the post office, the 14th, which would have been Thursday the 14th. So it took from the 14th to the 18th to get to me. But he wrote it on the 13th, and in it he said that day he received my letters from the 7th and 8th. So it took about 1, 2, 3, 4. It took about 4 days for him to get my letters that I wrote on the 7th and 8th, because I mail them the day I write them. So that's actually a lot shorter than I thought it would, 4 or 5 days. And then it took another, if he sent this on the 14th, it took another 4 days for it to get back to me. So as far as I know, that's the letter turnaround, at least for while he was in phase 1. He's about to be into phase 2. So I've been told that it takes a lot longer for them to get our mail, and then obviously for us to get their mail and replies back. But 4 days there and 4 days back, and I was told it could take 10 days for him to get one of my letters. So that is actually a lot quicker than I thought it was, so that's a good thing. But in this letter, which I got on Monday, he said that he's been writing and mailing a letter every single day in hopes that I will get one every single day, but obviously it hasn't actually been like that. Because today is Wednesday the 20th, and I haven't received one in a couple of days now. So I'm hoping tomorrow maybe there'll be 1 or 2 in the mailbox. We'll see. But it probably just totally depends on when he gets it in the mailbox and when it gets picked up, and then the postal service and how quick they are. So obviously they don't all come one every day. It hasn't been like that. Yeah, it typically seems, I haven't been able to pick up on the pattern yet, if there's a pattern at all, but it typically seems like I'll get a couple letters one day, and then I won't get one for a couple days, and then I'll get a couple, and then I won't get one. And that's typically how it's been, but I haven't been able to tell what day those letters are actually going to come, because it's changed every week what day I'm getting a letter on, or letters on. But anyway, in this letter, I'm not going to read it to you, of course, but he says that he has received letters, or a lot of letters, from me, his parents, his sister, and his grandparents. I also know that he got a letter from my mom because he mentioned it in a letter back. He talks about them doing the log drills, and he says it sucked. And and he says that they got their military IDs and debit cards. He sounds good. He sounds like he's enjoying it. He says he's getting used to it. You can tell, like, just by the letter, like, he's writing quick. He's, like, trying to get everything out. He says that at one point, like, I have so much to say, but no time to say it. So you can tell he doesn't have much time to write. But, I mean, he sounds like he's doing really good. And he doesn't say he's had any problems since the ankle swelling, which was, like, his first week there. And I feel like he would mention it if it came back up or anything like that. Yeah, so he doesn't really sound homesick. He sounds like he's happy. He sounds like he's doing well. I mean, of course, he sounds like he misses home, but it doesn't sound like it's affecting him terribly. This is his fourth? No, I think this is his 5th week now. Now I'm getting all confused. Yeah, I think this is his 5th week there. I think. I could be completely wrong on that. Yeah, I was right. This is his 5th week there. Halfway through his 5th week there. So we actually only have like 8.5 weeks left. Actually 8 weeks until we go to San Diego. So that is super exciting. Could be 9 weeks. Now, I've been laying in bed for 2 days, so now I'm going to second guess everything I say. Yeah, but he says in this letter, some guy got a Dear John letter today. What a biatch. I'm gonna try not to swear on camera anymore because I did that way too much in my last video, and I'm not a big swearer, so that was odd for me and uncomfortable. But anyway, so I kind of wanted to talk about the Dear John letter thing and my opinion on it. If your boyfriend is at boot camp and like you were kind of weary, is that the right word? See, second guessing everything I say. Anyway, if you were kind of uneasy about it before he was going into boot camp, that was something you should have talked about him before he went to boot camp. I think sending a Dear John letter to them anytime within these 13 weeks is like the lowest, most horrible thing you could do. Besides like cheating on him. Don't do that either. But I just think like they have so much they have to handle while they're at boot camp, and there's like a fine line of whether they make it and graduate and become a Marine, or like they just break and they lose this dream that they obviously want really bad. Don't be that thing that pushes them over the line. So I don't know, if your boyfriend is about to go to boot camp and you're considering the fact that you won't make it these 13 weeks, sit down and talk to him about it before he goes to boot camp so he has time to like heal or get over it, get over you before he goes. The 13 weeks while he is at boot camp is not the time to do it. So put your big girl panties on, and if you're 5 weeks into boot camp and considering sending a Dear John letter, just don't. Just stay loyal to him, wait the 9 weeks you have left, and then sit him down when he's back and talk to him, because at that point he's already achieved this goal of his. He is a Marine. You guys can go your separate ways. You can have an honest discussion with him. But to any girl that sends a Dear John letter, especially during deployment, and these 13 weeks at boot camp, I honestly wouldn't know what to say to you if I ever met you. I mean, I guess it's your personal business, and if it's what you honestly thought was your only option, then fine, but I just truly believe that these 13 weeks while they're at boot camp is the worst time you could do that. You'd be better off just sending them supportive letters. I mean, don't be fake, but just support them and wait until they're back and you can talk to them in person. I feel so bad for the guy that Jacob's talking about in his letter, and I wish I could just send him a letter and tell him, like, you deserve better. Because he does. I mean, he deserves way better than a girl that's going to break up with him over a letter while he's already going through hell. They have way too much on their plate to handle as it is. I will never consider breaking up with Jacob over anything, but if I was, which I'm not, if I was, it would not be over a letter to boot camp. That would be so low and so horrible. But I'm not, so don't worry. I don't know. It's a touchy subject, I guess, but just don't send a Dear John letter. Just wait. Like, they're going through hell. If it's honestly, like, a little hard for you, just suck it up. It's 9 weeks of your life that you have to be without a man in your life. Like, write them a letter. I don't know what to say to you. I feel bad for the recruit at boot camp who got that letter. It's horrible. Okay, if you didn't pick up on it, what a Dear John letter is, or you don't already know, a Dear John letter is, well, there's a movie, Dear John, so watch the movie, but it's basically a breakup letter. It's not basically, it is a breakup letter. It's a letter breaking up with your boyfriend through a letter. So that's what a Dear John letter is. I don't know why it's called a Dear John letter exactly. There's a reason it is. I'm not sure. I think it's like more than just the movie Dear John. That movie was based on the reason it's called a Dear John letter. I think. I don't know, don't ask me. But that's what a Dear John letter is. That's what I'm ranting about. So don't do it. Don't send a Dear John letter. Please. Please don't. Anyway, everybody, I hope you have a good night. Yeah, I hope to be back soon, but like I said, college classes are starting next week on Monday, so you can expect videos to slow down probably a little bit. I don't know though, I haven't ever taken a college class like this, so I'm taking my classes online, so I don't know how time consuming they're going to be, but then with my job on top of it and my life outside of this YouTube channel, because I don't just live in this box, but we'll see. So anyway, I hope you have a good night. Keep being supportive to your recruits. Don't send a Dear John letter, please, and have a good night.